maybe not. But this is called Eiffel's Rival. So 1989, Gustav Eiffel built the Eiffel Tower. 1889, thank you. 1889, the Eiffel Tower is revealed. It's great. Everyone in France loves it. But an English patriot by the name of Edward Watkin was unhappy about this. He resented it because it was literally 5 times higher than Britain's most celebrated monument at the time, which was Nelson's Column. So it was just towering over this thing. And so Edward Watkin was just pissed about this. But he was kind of pissed, but he wanted to do something about it. So he wanted to just construct a British tower that would be taller, bigger, and more spectacular than anything the French could build, because the French suck, according to Edward. And so he was kind of like a railway guy. So what he thought was he would build this big monument in Britain, and then he would build his railway there for tourists to go visit it. So it was kind of like a business expense too. So he could make money on it too. So he commissioned this whatever contest, I guess, to submit design plans to beat the Eiffel Tower, just to make something better. And his motto was, anything Paris can do, London can do better. So I don't know what you people think about that. Apparently not, as we'll find out.
Whoa, spoiler.
So architects from across the world start submitting designs. And the prize was 500 guineas for the best design entry.
Guinea pigs.
That's what I thought. 500 guinea pigs, right?
Yeah.
And you just sit in a box with them and they crawl all over you and kiss you.
Oof. And poop. Just saying.
So it was going to be called Watson's Metropolitan Tower Construction Company. That was like what this whole project was called. And it kind of became like this national pride thing. Everyone in Britain got very excited and was submitting things. But then Watkin even approached Gustav Eiffel and asked him if he wanted to submit an entry, which I find kind of weird. I don't know, just to kind of rub it in his face because he knew he'd said no. But Gustav was like, if I erect my tower on French soil and then were to erect one in England, they would not think me so good a Frenchman as I hope I am. So basically he declined. All these designs start coming in from Italy, Sweden, and Turkey. So kind of weird. I thought they would just come from Britain, but whatever. And then Watkins starts reviewing them, and he's like, none of these are realistic. Like, people are just submitting like crazy stuff. Like, one was called Ye Vegetarian Tower and was submitted by the London Vegetarian Society, and it had hanging vegetable gardens and just weird stuff. One was like made entirely out of glass, and it was like way taller than the Eiffel Tower, but totally glass. One had a road and a railway leading to the top, which I don't get. That must have been just a massive mountain.
Yeah.
But I would love to see the design drawings of some of these because they sound awesome. So Watkins going through these, they're all like ridiculous, and there was only one design that really stood out that could actually be built. And I'm going to describe it as it looked. And it was made of open metal lattice work, rose to a point at the top, standing upon 4 legs. It was, in every respect, an exact copy of
the Eiffel Tower.
The only difference was it was 87 feet taller. Like, that's hilarious. The only design, they just copy France. But it's selected as the winning entry. They figure that's the best that Britain can do. And so they start building it in 1981. They start building foundation holes. 1891. Did I say 1991 again?
1981.
Okay, in 1891, they start building it. So it just keeps going. It reaches about 60 feet, and Londoners began to flock to what's eventually going to be called the Watkins Tower. And it's being built 1894. 3 years have gone by, and it's only 150 feet high, so it's not quick progress. But about 100,000 people come to visit the stump, as it was called, and they're all just extremely disappointed to see a partial replica of the Eiffel Tower. And basically by the end of 1894, got that one right, Watkin basically ran out of money. The general public was no longer enthused about this really slow building tower that was just a copy of the Eiffel Tower, and it was abandoned. It remained there for the next 13 years, but it was kind of an embarrassment and eyesore on the London skyline. And then it was finally blown up in 1907, but Watkin was dead by then, and that was it. So I guess France is better than Britain.
No comment. I'm not here to make any enemies, Travis. So.
Right. I mean, that's just judging their worth by the height of their towers and their monuments.
That's true.
But yeah, I just think it's hilarious that the best they could do is copy it just a little taller. And I looked up photos of this thing. It was literally being built, and it looked exactly like it. Yeah,
that's so funny.
Wow. Well, that's it.
We did it.
We sure did. How long did we go for? 54 minutes we talked. We've never spoken this long in our lives together.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Well, it's now 9 a.m. It's still extremely early for me. Is this your normal wake-up situation?
Yeah. I normally get up around 7 or 7:30-ish. So.
Oh.
I like to get the day rolling, you know?
I'm like an 8 a.m. kind of guy.
Well, 9 should be fine then.
Well, I had to get up and shower before you came over here. And
yeah, I didn't know I was going to be on camera, so I just threw a cap on.
You look great.
Hopefully
you call it a
it doesn't
cap?
smell too bad.
Well, you smell like you normally do.
A cap, a lid, a hat, whatever.
You don't say lid ever, do you?
No.
All right. Well, this was fun. I had fun. Did you?
It's a great time. Thanks for having me, Travis.
Yeah. It was a good book. I feel like we kind of I forced us to do a grade school book report. But it was worth it. The book was great. Thank you. How do you pronounce his name? Giles Milton? Giles?
I don't know.
Giles?
I'll have to have him on the show next week.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Milton, for writing this book. We really appreciate it. It was a fun read.
Illuminating.
And do you want people to go to your social media or anything like that?
I'm not really on social media.
You don't do anything. Sorry, ladies, he's taken too. Unavailable. I know a lot of people were thinking of it.
Thank you, Travis.
But and he's off the market. Okay, so I won't put any links to your stuff. Sorry, guys. He's a ghost. But you can go to Curiosityness.com and do all my stuff if you want. And let me know if this was good, if we should do another book club review, or if we should not do this again. But any parting words, Scott?
Nope. Listen to this guy. He's got good stuff. That's about it.
Well, if they heard that, they already listened to a whole episode. So thank you, though. Appreciate the thought. All right. Well, that's it. Signing off. Goodbye.